Now, I've actually given up drinking because, well, I'm better than you. I'm joking. I've given up drinking because, well, at least for the next 6 months, because I just want to see how it affects my productivity, affects my overall health, and because I can't be arsed spending triple digits on a night out only to feel like shit the day after. But that being said, I've got my fair share of experience with going out, enjoying myself, having a good time, but also making sure that I keep on track with any kind of fitness goal that I might have, whether that's building up mass or fat loss. Now, considering the amount of people who watch this content are probably going to be chasing a fat loss goal, I'm about to give you some really decent advice on how you can continue to have a social life, go out on the sesh, go and enjoy yourself whilst keeping on track with your fat loss goals. So firstly, what you got to keep in mind is alcohol is much like any macronutrient in that it's got calories in it, obviously. It's got 7 kilocalories per gram, which actually makes it the second highest, most calorie dense macronutrient, just behind fat. And because of this, it can be implemented into your diet in much the same way as any food whatsoever. It's not got magic fat gain properties. It abides by the law of thermodynamics as much as fruit, veg, chocolate, cake, pasta, etc. Now, I'm not advocating for the use of alcohol because at the end of the day, I don't want to get any strikes on my account. But what I am saying is, if you're in a position whereby you do want to lose fat, but you do have a social life, then sacrificing alcohol completely out of your diet probably won't be ideal. So there are certain tips and certain tricks that you can actually start doing which allows you to keep your social life while still making progress. And the number one tip that I give to everybody that I coach, as well as everybody on here, but I'm just going to give it you for free now, is instead of making sacrifices, make swaps. If you have a glass of wine, like a medium glass of wine, that's going to equate to somewhere between 170 calories to 200 calories, depending on the colour and brand. If you have 10 glasses of wine, you get nice and tanked up, that's going to equate to about 1,700 to 2,000 calories, which is roughly the same amount as a regular person would probably consume in an average day. And if you're drinking that on top of all of the food that you're eating in that day as well, then there's no surprise that you're probably finding it difficult to lose fat. However, if you just switch and swap the glasses of wine or the pints of beer for a spirit and diet mixer, which usually equate to between 50 to 60 calories a serving, and then you have 10 of them, you're going to be consuming 5 to 600 calories instead of 1,700 to 2,000 calories. The difference is about 1,000 to 1,400 calories, which is, in my opinion, wild. I'm going to take it one step further. Let's say, for example, that you're the type of person who gets a ravenous crave for food after a night out. We've all been there, just sitting on the step of McDonald's, eating our nuggets, barbecue sauce dripping down our shirt, texting the person that we fancy saying, "You up?" We've all been there, let's be honest. The most stupid thing to do would be to get a large pizza with 5 toppings on top. Not because it's inherently bad for you, but you are eating way more than what you probably need, especially if you're trying to lose fat. So instead of getting a large pizza with 5 toppings, which you're probably just going to puke up in the morning anyway, have a chicken burger instead. Not only is the chicken burger going to be high in carbohydrates, which is what your body craves when you're pissed, it's also quite high in protein as well because you've got a chicken breast on there. It's going to save you a hell of a lot more money and a hell of a lot more calories as well. If you literally switch from a large pizza with 5 toppings to a chicken burger with a little bit of red sauce, you're going to be saving close to 1,000 calories. Trust me, I've seen it. And I guarantee you're going to be satisfied as well because, let's be honest, your body doesn't really know what it wants when it's pissed up. If you literally make these 2 swaps on your night out, you are going to be saving close to 2,000 to 3,000 calories, which bodes quite well if you actually want to cut down your calorie intake because you want to be creating a calorie deficit. Now, obviously, these things on their own will not guarantee that you lose fat because it's a weekly thing that you need to be doing. But if you find that you always fuck shit up when you go out and you always fall off track, for example, then making these little swaps will actually accumulate to make a massive outcome. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a like. If you've got any questions for me, comment below because I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And if you want to catch any more free fitness or fat loss based content without any of the bullshit, as always, make sure that you're either following my Instagram, k.p_health, or subscribe to this channel. Peace.